So it looks like Blendin Blad's back.
Blendin from the year 20 Schmeelbity 12.
How far in the future is that?
A good old Schmeelbity years from now.
Ready?
So, all right, let's get back. So we are going to talk about Gravity Falls Season 2, Episode 8, Blendin's Game. So what'd you think of this episode, Dara?
It was good. It was slightly lighthearted with a lot of feels.
Yes. There were a lot of feels here. It's an episode that for all of its sci-fi-ness is the moral of it is pretty just real.
Mm-hmm.
So let's jump into it.
And we could probably say the core of it is like definitely like the kindest character and the best character in this show.
Yes.
Soos.
This is a Soos episode.
Which is weird because it's called Blendin's whatever.
Blendin's Game. Yeah, which makes it interesting. So we're going to start off before we hit the credits, we are in the year 20 Schmeelbity 12. And Blendin, who we saw last time, was arrested for his time crimes because he was kind of held responsible for all the stuff that Dipper and Mabel did back in the Time Traveler's Pig. But so he was apparently in prison, but now he has escaped.
He escaped from Azkaban.
He has escaped from Time Azkaban, basically. And he's being pursued by the Time Paradox Avoidance Enforcement Squadron.
And then he kind of gets caught again.
Yeah, so they say whether he is, being able to escape the infinitentiary, either he is a genius or he's an idiot.
Oh!
Is he an escaped convict?
I've got to hand it to this bird. No one's broken out of the infinitentiary before.
He's either the bravest time convict I've ever seen or the dumbest.
Got out.
Oh! My
The
time
dumbest.
knee! Oh, time, dang it!
But they do capture him, and he invokes Globnar. And we don't really know what Globnar is yet, but it seems like it's a big deal. And they want to know the target of his
Globnar.
his challenge. And he says it is the two people who ruined his life in the early 21st century, which is Mabel and Dipper Pines.
I invoke Globnar!
What? I mean, he was really incompetent.
Yeah.
So really it was his fault.
So in the end, it probably was his fault. But Dipper and Mabel didn't
Also,
help.
like, he's an adult, and they're 12.
Yeah. So
I'm not that big of a fan of Blar Blar.
yeah, blah blah. Blah blah. But that's okay. We'll get to it. But we're gonna go back to the 21st century, to the year 2012, not 20 Schmeelbity 12. And
Which is like, but a Schmeelbity is like a 7 then, because like they have the year.
so
under.
it's like a 7 with an Enye on it. So the back at the Mystery Shack, Mabel is trying to get something from the vending machine, but it's stuck, and Soos comes by, and he does like a little trick, says he learned it from a genius, and gets a bunch of candy, and, showers the children in candy. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Soos says he would do anything for the Pines family, including the weird stuff that Grunkle Stan asks, like, helping him scratch an itch. So as Soos kind of goes away, he leaves his wallet. And instead of leaving well enough alone, Mabel, who likes to take things a little too far sometimes, decides, hey, let's rifle through his wallet.
It's fine.
And so they find, one of the things they find a laser tag thing, even though it's only for kids 12 and under.
And some emergency salami.
Yeah. So,
What do you need emergency salami for?
Emergencies.
Like what? Like if you're stuck somewhere?
Yeah.
But then it's gonna
You're
be
like stuck in an elevator for a while.
But then it's gonna be bad. So you probably need to I get an emergency snack, but maybe something wrapped up. And then also because dirty enough, you need to replace that emergency salami.
Yeah. So, but he does have emergency salami. And then another thing, they see his driver's license, which we learn a little bit more about Soos, including his full name. His age, and we also see his birth date, which is that very same day.
Aww.
So today is Soos's birthday, but he hasn't really said anything about it, which strikes the twins as a little strange.
Yeah.
And Mabel assumes that means, obviously, it's because he wants a surprise party.
Or he just doesn't care about his birthday.
Right. So obviously it's not because he doesn't like his birthday or anything. It's because he wants a surprise.
I've never had a surprise birthday.
Yeah, same though.
I don't know if I won one.
I have one at one. But you can't tell people you want a surprise party because
only thing
then
I
you're
can-
gonna expect it.
The only thing I
want
can think
like a
of
real
was
surprise.
that like I was surprised like one of the first times I came home from overnight camp for like when I was gone for a week and like my friends kind of surprised me and then I got a bunch of Chinese food.
Nice.
So, but like it's kind of I don't you know what I hate when like I've been told that like I got something but nobody will tell me what it is
Okay.
because they wanted to be surprised but I'm like but I'm already aware that it's a surprise and I get mad at that.
Okay.
Just don't tell me.
So you want like full surprise or no surprise? You got like all or nothing.
Yeah.
I
So
understand.
you need either like don't say anything and then just a surprise or be 100% aware. It can't be 50-50.
Right.
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. Mabel said she has always wanted a surprise party but never got one. I like how Candy comes along and she just like he's like surprise and she goes too little too late Chew. So
Wait, her name's Candy Chew?
her name is Candy Chew. It's so good.
So they're going to throw Zeus a surprise party.
See, exactly. So they're gonna throw and because Dipper and Mabel have shared a birthday for 12 years, so they know how to throw up the perfect party.
How did they know from their birthday? Wouldn't their parents throw them parties?
Well, I think I don't know. But they just have double the birthday experience, so they just know.
Also
They're experts.
they don't because it's just one day. They don't have like and probably one party.
Yeah, but because it's two of them throwing the same party, they get to perfect it. Because now they got two brains on the case.
That's fair.
Yeah, they got this. So they try to throw the perfect party. They have like this big banner, big birthday banner. They have pizza flavored cake flavored pizza.
That sounds good. Like I don't know, the cake flavored the pizza flavored cake. Wait. Yes, no. The cake flavored pizza didn't look that appetizing.
Yeah.
Because it looked like they got like a normal pizza crust and just put icing on it.
Right.
But the cake flavored pizza.
The pizza flavored cake, though. Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Because that's like all that. That'd be fun to make like a cake, and then but make it like with pizza ingredients.
Right.
Or like pizza bread.
But so and they also have the Raz Dazzler, which is Toby Determined in a sparkly spandex outfit. No, not a. It's kind of.
Doesn't matter. Anyway.
So they do try to surprise Soos, but he doesn't look. He's not really happy about the whole thing. He looks. They try to take a picture. He looks really sad. And they try to ask him what's up, and he makes an excuse to go away.
Aww.
Soos, what's wrong?
It's nothing. I gotta go fix a pipe or something.
I think I'll say this. He does seem appreciative, but it's like no.
Yeah, so I think he appreciates the gesture, but birthdays are just not his thing. And then Wendy and Stan come in after the fact, and they let him know. Wendy says, "Hey, it's not your fault. You didn't know."
Soos hates his birthday.
What?
It's a total mystery. I guess he's been like this since he was a kid. Some weird personal biz.
There's gotta be something we can do.
We've tried everything.
I even petitioned the government to have this day removed from calendar. Now I'm not allowed on airplanes.
Stan goes hard.
That was the day my
Maybe we
love
should just
left
leave
me
him
forever.
alone,
But Soos hates birthdays probably since he was a kid. There's some like weird personal biz going on. I love this part where Stan says he petitioned for the government to have that day removed from the calendar, but now as a result he's banned from airplanes.
Wait, that's so nice though.
It's funny, but also like Stan goes hard.
That's
like,
so nice.
He really does care.
That's why I don't think he's 100% a villain. I just think he's doing something. He just doesn't know. He thinks he's doing the right thing. Anyway.
Right, exactly. And now he's banned from airplanes.
I don't get how that works, but whatever.
Try not to think of it. So they still want to do something nice for Soos's birthday. They want to make it up to him. They want to do something. So they take him out to the laser tag place, and Soos seems pretty.
He's like, all right.
He seems like pretty excited. He's like, oh yeah, I love laser tag. This is great.
Wait a minute. Hot dog smell? Sticky floors? Future sounds? Laser tag? I love laser tag. How'd you guys know?
We definitely didn't rifle through your wallet.
So, he seems like he's, on the up. But as they're going into the laser tag room, that Soos goes to tie his shoe, and as they are walking in, Dipper and Mabel get kind of caught by the time people. Mm-hmm. It's into a room made of solid time-tanium.
Oh no!
Whoa, this is even cooler than I imagined. Look how real these laser guys are.
Kick deflected. Thank you for buying Digicon, the smart codpiece.
Wait, what?
Oh no!
Mabel, Dipper, dudes?
Soos!
Nice try. But that's solid time-tanium, kid. There's only one way out of here. Through me!
Oh, I thought they just said titanium.
Time-tanium.
Okay.
Yep. So there we see, the twins meet Blendin again, accompanied by Wolf and Dungren from the future. So
I do kind of like how they don't remember it. They don't remember blah blah at all.
they're like, what was his name? They're like, Blondin, Bland, blah, blar, blar.
Blah blah.
His name is Blar Blar. So, but here's the thing. Blendin kind of goes off as how the twins ruined his life. Mm-hmm. And the twins are like, and he wants to get back at them, that he spent, all this time in, time prison. He
got 10 square years.
Yeah.
So 100 years.
Yeah, 10.
Also, but, how does, immortality work in this future? Mm-hmm. Does it work at all? So, is 100 years actually that long?
But, well, not 100 years, but 10 square life sentences.
Also, he just fucked.
So, he's there for a while. But he escaped, and then he invoked Globnar because he wants to challenge the twins for his freedom. So, Globnar is this gladiatorial it's time gladiatorial combat. There's all these challenges, and if he wins, he gets a time wish, which is basically any kind of wish granted by the time baby. Mm-hmm. And he gets to decide the fate of the losers, which in that case, if Blendin wins, it'd be the twins, and he wants to make it so they were never born.
So he gets to decide the fate of the losers and gets the time wish.
Yes.
Okay.
He gets two whole prizes, which is pretty good.
That's a good
prize.
That's a good prize.
So it makes
And the two of you are officially challenged. Dungren, give me my war paint.
Dipper, we need a way out
You
of
could
here.
beat
But
blah
how?
blah.
I have an idea.
Hang in there, Soos. We're coming for you.
Dipper? Mabel? Requesting backup. Oh no!
Laser Robbie!
Dudes?
Wendy, punch him. They didn't leave you on purpose.
Oh, my
They care about you.
Could it be?
So, but twins, they're not feeling it. Dipper and Mabel, not feeling it. So they are able to steal one of the time tape measures. By Mabel pretends that she is one of the guys' great grandmother.
My little, Ralphie! It's me! Your great grandmother from the past times.
Gam?
Aww.
Yeah, neon green is good. This is a good color for me. It's fierce. Oh, what? No! You can't let them escape! Stop them!
Gam, how could you?
I ain't no one's Gam, sucker!
Gam.
Why would he remember that?
I don't know. It's so funny though. So that's how they trick them. They get the tape measure time machine, and then they try to go back so they can get back to Soos, but they go a little too far, and instead of going back to the laser tag place, they end up in a mattress store, which is what the laser tag place had been originally.
Yeah.
So they have actually gone back 10 years instead of 10 minutes.
Yes. So there's everybody's babies.
So everybody's young. It's kind of cool.
Except for Stan.
Stan is Stan.
Yeah.
He's still old. But you know, the Blendin and the time police, they come back too, so they have to kind of escape. So what they want to do, so Dipper and Mabel have to go and find, because they broke their tape measure, so they have to go find a way to fix it. So they are kind of venture out into the world of Gravity Falls 10 years ago to kind of see what that's like. So it's kind of cool going back and we see some of the characters when they are younger.
Yeah.
For example, you know, the tattoo guy that has like the head and chin tattoo, we see him with a lot less tattoos in the tattoo parlor.
Yeah.
We see Tyler Cute Biker in a very, early 2000s kind of get up. We see a young Tambry and Wendy riding tricycles.
And Dipper learned something.
And Dipper learns a lesson.
Sorry. My friend thinks you're cute. Oh my gosh, Tamary! Shut up! Hey!
Thank you. I mean, you're super young, so this is weird.
Yeah.
Now you know how she feels, creep.
Yeah, wow.
He gets it. Does he?
He got it. He got it.
Did he?
He did.
Okay.
He finally got it. So
Is he gonna remember said lesson? That was my concern.
we'll see. So, but Tammy says that Wendy thinks he's cute, and Dipper thinks he's like, oh, that's sweet, but also you're like really young, so it's like
You're
really
like
weird.
5.
You're like, it's really weird. And Mabel's like, well, think of how Wendy feels, and Dipper has like a moment of realization, like
I think it's like a realization of like it's flattering, but it's also like
he gets how it's weird now.
He gets how it's
kind of
weird.
understand how it's weird.
Because again, like when it's like a younger person, it's both flattering and kind of
Yeah, it's like you don't engage with that.
Back to the plot.
So so we see like Gravity Falls, what it looks like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, did we mention that the time machine thing broke?
Yeah, so it broke, so they have to get it fixed. So they went ahead somewhere familiar, so they go to the Mystery Shack to see it. So they're kind of poking around there. And while they're there, they do find a screwdriver, but they also find a young Soos.
Fall!
Allow me. You just need to know a guy on the inside. Bippity boop. Womp. Jackpot!
Thanks, dog. You must be some kind of genius.
All right, I think I've got this thing working.
So do they
Dipper,
cause the
Dipper,
thing on the thing?
Look!
No way.
Mi precioso, you keep wandering off. You don't want to be late for your big day.
Aw, he's so
And he's
cute.
so tiny and cute.
He's like
It's
12.
just sweet.
I didn't know how old Zeus was until now.
Yeah, so
Like I thought he was like maybe in like his early 30s, but I guess he's like in his early 20s.
yeah, so I'm trying to see if they have an official age on the wiki here. Yeah, so he in this flashback is about the same age as Dipper and Mabel. So this would have been his like 12th birthday. So we can assume he's about 22 at the time of this, 21, 22. So Soos is like in his early 20s.
Yeah.
So we see a young Soos, and you know he has candy stuck in the vending machine. So Mabel goes and does the trick that Soos showed him, and so he's like, "Oh, you're a genius." So we find out the genius he was talking about was Mabel all along. So time.
I got so concerned.
Circles.
I got so concerned at this point, though.
Oh, that they're gonna be some kind of paradox kind of thing.
I thought it was gonna be that Dipper Mabel like cause. Remember in
Oh,
like
yeah.
remember in that Fairly Odd Parents episode where like we find out why Crocker was the way he was, and it was kind of Timmy's fault.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna happen,
Yeah.
and that always makes me feel like I'm just like, oh no,
Right. Which is concerning. So yeah, you were super concerned during this because, you know, Abuelita takes him away to his birthday party, and
That was also surprising because like I didn't know he lived with his grandmother when he was a kid. I assumed that like he lived with his parents,
right.
in like a different town, and then he moved, and then like for some reason he moved to Gravity Falls and like lived with his grandma,
Right. Yeah.
or
so-
even like his parents like always lived there, and then like they moved and he stayed or something.
Yeah, we don't know much about Soos's parents before this. So this is this is interesting. So yeah, Abuelita takes him away because he does live with his grandmother. He grew up with his grandmother to his birthday party, and his birthday party looks like it's a fun time.
It's pretty dope.
It's pretty fun. So you know, it's like his friends are showing up. He's got a cool race car cake, you know. Like he has his family there, like he has like his cousins there, you know, fawning over him and stuff. So like, you know, it seems chill.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Soos has a special place at the table saved for his father, who hasn't been around.
Sorry, dude, but could you move seats? That's a seat of honor.
Who's it for?
Oh, It's for my dad, actually. I haven't seen him in like 8 years, but he's coming today.
Oh no, he's
that
not.
must be him.
And he says he's gonna come to this birthday party.
Yeah, and Sue says it's been 8 years since he's seen his father. So like, ooh,
His dad's a dick.
his dad.
That was
yeah.
loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's true. No, so the doorbell rings and he rushes thinking it's his dad finally. But it's only a postcard that says
It's from New Orleans.
But yeah, it's from New Orleans.
How do you say? How is the proper like? Cause like there's like the way that you're like actually supposed to say it, and then there's like the people who are from there, how they say it.
I actually don't know.
Because I think it's technically like the proper way is like New Orleans, but I've always say New Orleans.
Yeah,
But I think like down there you can say Nolans.
yeah.
But I can't say that because
We're not
it's,
from
like,
there.
well, it's like that. It's like that rule like in Philly
Nolans.
about like how we're the only people who can make fun of like the Philly fanatic and the Grizzy.
Yeah, gritty. Yeah,
Gritty, yeah, but like nobody else can.
It's true.
Sure, you can't make fun of
You
the
can't-
fanatic.
Don't make fun of the fanatic or gritty.
Gritty.
Um,
Like Gritty's not that much in my heart yet.
Oh, I love gritty.
I love him, but like
Gritty's in my heart.
But like the fanatic is
Yeah.
like he's like got such a place.
It's a mainstay. So he gets a postcard that says, "Sorry, champ, couldn't make it this year. Real busy again. See you for sure. See you next year for sure."
Dad.
Hey, don't sweat it, cuz. You'll see him next year.
Yeah, next year.
Dad always promised to
I'm
come
gonna
and
go
then
lay
he
down.
doesn't.
Party without me, dudes.
Wait, what about your presents?
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why Soos hates his birthday. It's the day he realized his dad wasn't coming back.
And then Soos takes that. He has a box of it. Seems like every year he gets the same exact message that his dad is busy.
Oh
and
my God!
can't
What if
make
his
it.
dad was also part of the Gravity Falls thing?
Here's the thing.
I think he's just.
I think his dad is just a dick.
I was kind of thinking because it kind of reminds me of something that might happen in the next show that we're going to be watching.
Ooh.
Something not like exactly like similar-ish,
Okay.
and there might have been more, and there might have been more to that if something didn't happen with the show.
Huh.
So that's why I was thinking that for a second. But I think Zeus's dad is just a dick.
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
Also,
here's
what
the
happened to his mom?
thing. We don't really.
Something
No,
tells
okay.
me either like she's dead or was like an affair.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna look that up towards the end of the episode. But we're gonna finish with the synopsis real quick. But yeah. So we
But
see.
that's so sad.
So we see why Zeus hates his birthday. It's because, this particular birthday, the one from 10 years ago, is when he realized that his dad's not coming back.
That's so sad.
And, we see his grandmother is, behind the scenes, she's very frustrated because he's a deadbeat. He doesn't want to be there for his son.
But was that her son or is it?
I think it's her son, yeah. Yeah. So, basically a dick.
Why you gotta hurt Zeus like that?
So Dipper and Mabel realize, and this is what it is, and they realize that they're just two kids, and with all the wild stuff that happens to them, they don't have anything that can fix this.
That's true.
It's like this is like some real life business. Like this isn't in their wheelhouse.
No, because the time thing's broken. Anyway,
But they realize though that if they surrender themselves
And they
to
do the-
Blendin and they go through with Globnar, they get to win a time wish, and they can wish for Soos to be able to see his dad again.
or they could die.
Or they could die. Or just never be born.
Yeah.
So, options. So then they agree to go away with Blendin to face him in Globnar.
Do you really think we can win Globnar?
It's the only chance we have. Besides, it's for Soos. He would do the same for us.
We love him.
Here we are, Blendin. We surrender.
It's them! Freeze! Careful, they're from the past. They might have powder muskets or slap bracelets.
Look, guys, no tricks this time.
Slap
We're
bracelets
ready
are
to
dangerous.
challenge you, okay?
Yes! Let the Globnar begin! Prepare for Globnar!
But they have to go against.
In gladiatorial combat.
You know what's the funny thing? You brought up that it looked like Spy Kids 3.
It was basically Spy
I
Kids
was
3 and Tron.
thinking that.
Yeah.
But then I didn't want to bring it up.
It looked like Spy Kids 3.
I didn't want to go through a Spy Kids 3 discussion.
We don't have to.
No.
We can just look at the reference and just wave at it as it passes.
I saw that in the theater, but I like literally have no memory of it.
Great movie.
Were any of them good?
They're fun. I just enjoyed them.
Like, I think the first one's actually considered like a good movie.
They're just fun movies.
You know what's funny though? I was watching it not recently, like maybe like a few months ago, and I was watching like the beginning part where the mom's like explaining their story. Mm-hmm. That might make a good movie. Like a fun little like spy romance.
Right.
With Antonio Banderas. I love me some Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, but no, Spy Kids is fun.
It's fine.
It's fun.
Although to be fair, didn't you ever you wanted like the weird like stuff that can make food?
Yeah.
I don't want that.
That was cool. They just press the button. It's like McDonald's. And you're like, yo,
yeah,
those are cool.
Although the floops were creepy.
Yeah, they were a little weird. But
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. So they do face off in Globnar as the time they have, as much time to score the like points. As Time Baby finishes his weird cosmic bottle.
Oh yeah! That is
Rip.
one big baby.
Welcome, Globnar tributes.
Oh, he's
I
not
have a
one.
very important nap to get to, so let's make this quick. You each have the chance to settle your time feud through gladiatorial combat.
You will have until Time Baby finishes drinking the cosmic sand in this hourglass.
No!
Come on, it's good for you.
Get ready, kids! When I get that time wish, you'll wish you were never born. Or rather, you'll wish you were born.
It's weird. Time Baby is a thing.
I thought it was evil.
It didn't. I'm trying to think. Is Time Baby evil? Because Time Baby is like mentioned in that one like cutout from Irrational Treasure, and I forget. Oh, it's a kitty. And I forget if it says evil or just big and powerful.
All right.
So Time Baby's a thing in the future. So yeah, so Time Baby is going to be the judge, and they face off, and so they're going back and forth. So first Blendin wins the challenge, then Dipper and Mabel win a challenge, and it keeps going back and forth, and they're neck and neck. Until they reach the final contest, which is a game thousands of years old, laser tag.
Ooh, and it's like this giant climactic battle of laser tag.
Laser tag? Seriously? Oh, I know it doesn't seem that challenging now, but just wait until they turn on that fog machine. You'll be done for. You just wait until you hit. Oh man, Mabel, grab the orb!
We did it!
I love how anticlimactic that was.
Finished!
It was chosen for its integrity, for its strategy, and Dipper literally just takes the gun and goes pew 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 pew, and then
This
just
was
wins.
so anticlimactic. I loved.
As Mabel like goes and gets the thing. It's so good. It's so good.
So anticlimactic.
I love how anticlimactic, because I mean that's like laser tag. Because sometimes
Like,
laser
pew,
tag,
pew,
if you
pew.
just go, if you just get in the right position, you're like do, and you just rack up a ton of points.
Have you played
Great.
laser tag?
Sure, yeah,
A lot. I don't play it. I think I only played it once when I was like 10 or 11.
like a handful of times. So they do win the challenge, Dipper Mabel. So first they get to decide the fate of Blendin. Because they are the victors, they get to decide what happens to the loser, and they're like, yeah, listen, Blendin is kind of weird, but, he's kind of sad and pathetic, but he doesn't deserve to spend the rest of his life in, time prison. And we did kind of play a hand in, screwing up his life, so we're just going to let him go free. And
Yeah.
also give him some nice hair. So he gets a little tuft of hair.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
Yeah. And like I also got concerned too, because I thought there was gonna be a thing where like I'd like automatically go back and like have Soos like meet his dad. Mm-hmm. So like I just thought like they weren't gonna like tell Zeus or anything, but
Right.
and then it's gonna change like time.
Yeah. So, you're not really sure if they're going to be the ones to kind of enact that change or what.
But luckily they're not.
But no. So what they do, instead of saying, oh, what Soos wants is seeing his dad, they just decide to give the time wish to Soos. They come back and they're like, Soos, we just went through this crazy thing, blah, blah, blah. They kind of rush through the whole story. And he's like, wow, you guys went through, space and time, for me.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah.
Because Soos is the best.
So Soos uses his time wish to fix Dipper and Mabel up because they're pretty beaten up from the whole thing. And he says, they wonder why he didn't choose to spend time with his dad. And he said, because birthdays are time to spend time with people who care about you.
And his dad
dad obviously did not care about him.
Well, birthdays are supposed to be spent with the people who care about you. But you know what? That dude didn't care about me enough to visit me once, let alone fight monsters through time and space like you dudes. I mean, you had a gladiator fight just to make me happy. I've been being ridiculous this whole time. Whoever my dad was, he could take a hike. I know who my family is now. And it's you dudes. Thanks for giving me the best birthday ever.
And then Blendin's all mad.
So Blendin isn't mad because he's like, really, that's all you use the time wish for? But then Soos also wished for an infinite slice of pizza.
Do you have any idea what you've just wasted? Do you know how many have died to get a time wish?
Shut up, blah, blah.
Wars that were started?
Oh, that's not all, dudes. I also wished for this slice of infinite pizza. Watch. And it can do that for, like, infinity.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
So anytime he eats the pizza, it comes back in full.
But can you eat the full pizza and then it goes back?
I think so. You probably.
So question, perfect slice of pizza. That's infinity. What would you do? Or what would you have on it?
That's a good question. The perfect...
Like, is it like what kind of... Is it like Pizza Hut crust? Because they've got good crust.
I like a nice thick crust. I like a nice thick flavorful crust.
I like a lot of bread. Also stuffed crust.
I like old Domino's style because Domino's changed their recipe recently and I really don't like it.
Okay.
But just like from a couple years ago, that Domino's where they have like a lot of like stuff on the crust, that was really good. And then just I just need a good cheese pizza. Like I wouldn't get any toppings on it.
Really?
I think just the perfect cheese pizza.
Yeah.
I just needed that's what I would get.
Because I'm thinking because I like kind of like maybe I want like something on it. Maybe, but I don't think I want spinach on it because I don't know if I want that constantly.
Right.
But that's what I usually get on a pizza.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I think a salad plain. But I want I like a lot of crust.
Yeah.
Also, like I said, stuffed crust. Because that's good. And also, if it would be nice, I wouldn't gain weight every time I ate it.
Nice.
And it would never go bad.
Hell yeah. So basically, yeah. So Soos had a good time.
And everybody was, and London's like, oh yeah, that's fine.
And they're like, oh no, yeah, good choice, good time wish. So and that's kind of where we end the episode. Soos throws the postcard from his dad in the trash, and the post-credit scene is just is kind of a flashback to the past when Stan kicks the old handyman out and says he's terrible, and hires a small child on the spot.
That I have so many labor law questions.
It says here it was Deputy Derlin. I was like, oh shit, was that Derlin? The old handyman? Because I'm like, this character looks familiar. Who is it? And I couldn't tell who it was. But apparently, according to the wiki, it's Deputy Derland. Anyway, so what'd you think, Dara?
I want Pizza Hut now.
Yeah.
You know what sucks when you desperately want pizza, but and then you go to a place and it doesn't have the kind, but you want a specific kind of pizza.
Yeah.
Because sometimes be oh, I want pizza now, but I'll go to a place that has thin crust, which I like.
Yeah, no,
but,
thin crust is fine. But you need that thick crust.
There's no Pizza Hut near me though. Considering where I live, there's no Pizza Hut.
That's surprising.
I think there is, but it's far away.
So you gotta drive. But so this episode I think is really interesting because, and I said it at the beginning of this episode, but this it's this heavy sci-fi stuff because we got a lot of time travel stuff.
Yeah.
We got a lot of Tron, Spy Kids 3 kind of style, old school, heavy computerish feel here. But at the core of its episode, this is just it is like Dipper and Mabel say, it's a problem that they can't fix with their kind of specialties in the paranormal and stuff. It's a very real problem where it's at the core of it. It's Soos hates his birthday because he has a deadbeat dad, and it's real, but it's good. And I think this is just a really good Soos episode. Soos is a good guy, and this is just us highlighting what a good guy he is.
Several times.
Yes, he really is.
Even that one short where they're doing the dating thing.
Yep.
It's proven he's the best.
He's perfect. And so he has his flaws, of course, but
Also, why
this is
did
just so bad.
did his girlfriend move yet? Whatever her name is?
Yeah, I think she's out of Gravity Falls by now. But they still talk.
Okay.
So, they still talk.
She was good.
She's just a sweetie. But yeah, so what are your thoughts?
I liked it. It was kind of like, I think it was like a nice like break from like an episode where it's like you're learning a lot about like what's going on, and like it wasn't like much of a shock episode. It was more just like a feels.
Yeah, it was feels, and this is just like, this is a solid good episode. It's fun to see Blendin back. Justin Roiland is the voice of Blendin.
Was it fun to see Blar Blar back?
I mean, it's fun when characters come back, I think.
I'm not a fan.
But yeah, we were talking before. It's Justin Roiland is the voice who does the Rick and Morty, and also I think he was Lemon Grab too in Adventure Time. So he's a recognizable voice.
Oh wait, you like one of the lemon people?
Unacceptable.
I don't like the lemon people. Kind of creep me out.
So
And I haven't even watched that much of. I don't know if Adventure Time is a show we can actually do because I haven't actually. I've seen a couple episodes.
Yeah, Adventure Time is one that I have not watched consistently.
Yeah.
So I feel like I wouldn't be able to do it.
That might be like how that might be a show where like I think I've seen like most of like stuff like the early stuff, but that might be a show where like how I plan if I ever want to force you to watch South Park, how I would do that, which I would just pick an episode and we would just watch some of it and watch it.
Right.
But that's my plan with South Park whenever we get to that.
But okay, so want some trivia?
Can we do Pizza Hut instead?
No, we have a podcast to do.
What's like the good pizza? Like pizza, garlic breadsticks.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, like I know they have other stuff there, but like I wouldn't want like their pasta or anything.
No, I just need the pizza.
Pizza, breadsticks. You want a dessert? What are they for desserts? I think they have a cookie cake.
I'll take that.
I'll take that.
I'll take it. Okay, so this episode reveals that July 13th is Soos' birthday.
That's so close to my birthday, except not real.
It's like 2 weeks.
It's still in July.
July.
That's
birthdays.
like halfway in between. Yeah.
You have the same star sign, probably.
Eh.
Oh, Soos' house is located on Shambro Drive. This is a reference to Soos' character inspiration and Alex Hirsch's friend Jesus Shambro. So who
Did
Soos is
his
based
dad
off
also
of.
abandon him?
I don't know.
I hope not.
That'd be sad. Let's see. Oh, when Stan gives Soos his job at the Mystery Shack, he sports his new Fez design rather than his old one. So continuity. Not really there. When Dipper and Mabel are in the past Mystery Shack, there appears to be a glove with 6 fingers stuck on a post in the wall. The glove is similar to, or maybe the same one that Stan puts on in Karaoke. I missed that. I have to go back and look at that. Mabel learns how to open vending machine from Soos in the present, while Soos learned it from Mabel in the past, creating an impossible moment in time. This is known as a bootstrap paradox. And then
Is that what it is actually called?
that's what it's actually called, a bootstrap
Ooh.
paradox. The cryptogram translates to don't do the time crime if you can't do the time. And then the one at the on the slate at the end says, join the Time Paradox Avoidance Enforcement Squadron. Great hours, solid benefits. Sign up yesterday. So it's just fun. Yeah. All right. So, is that all we got? Is that all we got for right now? Oh, no, we don't. Because you know what we have to do? Comment corner.
Oh, I just assumed that you were saying, is that all we have to do? Now let's go into the comment corner.
I was
Did you
was
forget?
really asking. Listen, I'm special.
We're good at our jobs.
We're great at our jobs. What episode did we end on last time?
You just looked at me when I...
I didn't know where the noise was coming from, so I was like, what was that? Oh. So we're just going to look at the comments from the their Karaoke reveal. So let's see. We have a lot of comments from... I see a lot of repeaters. I love you guys. So big shout outs to Zom, leaves a lot of comments. Ivy Inkwell, James Wilson. So you guys are always commenting. Oh, and also my pal Kit. What's up, Kit? Relevant on the the premiere, Dara says, and this is a quote from Ivy Inkwell, OMG, what if there's this giant air thing that makes everyone in Gravity Falls stupid and unaware? And Ivy says, watch the shorts again, Dara.
I didn't know he was talking. Did I miss something in the short? Was it just like
the shorts just had the blind eye image.
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant until now.
Yeah, so now we know.
I thought he was mad. Like, you know, the thing was like, I felt like the way he wrote that, I'm just like, he was like, watch the shorts. But now we get it. And it's not technically, well, I guess, like, I got the air thing wrong.
Zom says, when you hear a Weird Al parody, the original song will always cause you to sing the Weird Al lyrics. They're just too good.
I realized that. I forget. No, you know what it was? Mm-hmm. For some reason, I heard the song Another One Bites the Dust, but I was thinking of the Weird Al parody, Another One Rides the Bus.
Nice. Zom also compliments my mech shirt. Thanks. And where he says, I have to admit I spent most of the moments y'all were chatting trying to figure out what mech series that shirt is from. It looks awesome. That was my, it actually wasn't an anime. It was from a podcast called Friends at the Table from their mech series season Counterweight. If you guys like actual play podcasts for tabletop RPGs, Friends at the Table is great. Not to promote other podcasts and our podcasts, but also Friends at the Table is a lot of fun. Great storytelling if you're looking for something more narrative.
And if you know somebody from Friends at the podcast, and you can tell them that Cailin mentioned them.
Yeah, well, they're like a bigger podcast though. So
no, I'm saying that like if they're aware
us.
of that, they can mention it to them, and then they'll know who we are, and then we can get more. You know.
I tweet at them sometimes, and they don't reply. So anyway, here's my. Please talk to me. So let's see. You know how we said we kind of asked what happened in the 1980s? So Lazy Mansload gives us a whole list of things that happened. I'm just going to go a couple of them. He says, including all the treaties limiting nukes between the U.S. and the Soviet Union, the president and the Soviet premier actually getting along instead of just pretending to, the fall of the Berlin Wall, the fall of the Iron Curtain, the Iran-Contra scandal. Bruce Springsteen did some stuff. There's a lot more there. So thank you for...
So some good things happened?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So thanks. I'm glad that people can deal with us not knowing things.
Listen, we weren't alive. I am not interested in watching the 80s CNN thing, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Shorn Force appreciates the maybe face. I think they just appreciate you naming it the maybe face. And they also say my favorite gender is mouse. Same.
Mouse is a species.
Exactly. So, and then Isaac Sapone says, can you react to Gravity Falls? Try not to laugh. We don't really we haven't really done reactions that aren't like
a show
official stuff.
I would say also with that, like maybe we should wait maybe we could do that during the live work because we do the live stream for Gravity Falls. Maybe we do it then.
Yeah, we will have a live stream coming up at the end of the series. So like for you guys who are always coming back to us, stay tuned because we would love to see you there.
And then hopefully you stay for the other shows that we do. Even if you're not interested in the show, you come for the one show that you're interested in. You stay for my shrill voice and Cailin's weird faces.
Thanks. Ivy Inkwell also has a good comment that says, if you ever think Stan doesn't care about the twins, remember this. Stan was there at Dipper and Mabel's birth. When he saw them, he started crying, and for him, that's a big deal. He actually got possessive and wouldn't give the babies back until the nurse intervened. Isn't that adorable?
Is that...
That's canon. I think that's from like a side video game. That was revealed there.
Okay.
So that was actually a thing.
So again, I don't think Stan's like a villain guy.
No, he does. He cares. And we keep seeing that he cares.
I think he's gonna end up being somewhat of like the bad guy, but I think it's just more like I thought it was doing the right thing bad guy until it ends up hurting Dipper and Mabel, and then he saves what? Did I just reveal the end of the show?
Anyway, and James Wilson says, yeah, we wanted season 2, but also wanted the shorts. We did both. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Nick Offerman has an awesome mustache, even as a cartoon.
That is true.
And says, yes, I've seen Good Omens. Don't ruin this for me. I actually haven't seen Good Omens yet. Does Nick Offerman not have a mustache? No, or does Nick Offerman not have a mustache in Good Omens? I don't
He
know.
hasn't had a mustache for a while. He's got a beard now.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice, though.
Nick Offerman. I like Nick Offerman.
Me too.
And he says, Dara, you are a Hufflepuff.
I know.
Also, sorry. And then Ampersandra equals Kesha. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. By the way, the karaoke machine was wrong. The name of the song is Queens of the Disco. Kind of wanted to hear We Built This Township and Danger Lane to Highway Town now. And it says... it also says, yeah, Wendy is that great. Wait for it. Probably referring to, there's a couple things could be referring to, but mostly Into the Bunker.
Yeah.
Where she was a badass. Somebody named Chris comments, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is both magic and science, and the best comic book TV show out right now.
I think we were
only saw the first episode.
I think we were discussing that, like, it does, like, a sci-fi and, magic thing can actually work together.
Yeah.
But then I also meant, but like they said it, and they say Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I'm like, you're right, but that was technically Marvel, and I pointed out that that was the only one that kind of made it work.
Yeah. And then
so I don't know if that, does it count if it's technically?
I don't know. And I think we also talked about X-Files a little bit. And Kit says X-Files is metaphysical, kind of borderline between magic and science.
Okay, I think I thought of another show that kind of did that, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
I also like this comment from Lazy Mansled says, a fun fact, in the original animatic for this episode, the bumper sticker that's on like the agent's car reads, honk if you love the Patriot Act. I understand why they had to take that out. That's really good. So I think I covered most of those comments. So I think we're going to wrap it for the comment corner today because we have been recording for so freaking long. Jeez Louise.
Don't worry, especially when we get to, 11 and 12, we won't be recording that long, apparently.
Whew. So I think it's time for us to wrap up today. Any other things to say, Dara, before we go?
Are we going to get Pizza Hut?
Do you have one? Stay tuned.
Do you have one near you?
I don't. I know there's one like relatively close, but relatively close for me is, I think, different than relatively close for you. I'm not sure if it's in delivery range. But yes, so thank you for listening to this episode. If you like us, you can, subscribe to us, like us, give us comments if you are watching on YouTube.
We're at like 435 subscribers at this point.
Hell yeah. Thanks, guys. I would really appreciate it. We'd love to see more. I think we should expand the fam here. Is that a thing you can say? I have no idea. But if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. We like to read your comments on the show. People have been recently, pretty excited that we do that. So thanks. Maybe we'll get to the point where we won't be able to read everybody's comments because we'll just have so many. Mm-hmm. But that'd be a cool problem to have. But from now, we try to get to as many as we can.
And also, we read tweets and iTunes reviews, although I don't think we have many of those.
Yeah, so, if you want to tweet at us, you want to switch it up a little bit, we are on Twitter at WittyClose. If you want to listen to us on the go, and because if you see us on YouTube and you're like, oh, great, but I just want some of the reviews, head on over to iTunes. We are First Reaction, Fan Reaction, and also Witty Close Productions on there. You can follow us, subscribe to our feed, leave us reviews. You can rate us, give us some of them stars. If you miss when YouTube had 5-star ratings, which was a really, really long time ago.
Do they not have? YouTube had 5 stars.
YouTube had 5 stars for a while before they switched it to likes, dislikes. So good times. That was a long time ago.
Oh, but the time of the stars.
But yeah, so we are on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter. You can email us. We are wittyclose@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook. We'd love to see you there.
We usually post about it when an episode's up, so.
Yeah, Witty Close Productions. Yeah, if you're not checking, if you're on Facebook more than like YouTube or something.
If you want us to continue going and do more like longer shows, Patreon.
Yeah, if you're somehow like, this isn't long enough.
This isn't long enough, and if you want us to do like more advanced shows where we need to do like research and stuff, or even if you want like different content from us because we want to do other content. Yeah, money. Capitalism.
God, we need money. So we are on Patreon. We are Witty Close on there, and we would love to see ya. And I think we covered our bases there. So like social media, we're there. We're everywhere. Please follow us. We love to see
down in the blarty blar.
In there, in anywhere. So join us next time. We're still going to be talking about Gravity Falls, and we're still on season 2. We're going to be talking about episode 9, The Love God. Dara's going to love this one. And episode 10.
You said that. I'm going to hate this one, aren't I?
Northwest Mansion Mystery. until
Oh, is
next,
that gonna be like Clue?
I think you'll actually like that one.
I'm not gonna like Love God.
You're
though.
not gonna like the Love God.
God,
I
damn
think
it.
somebody in our comments actually said you made a comment about something, and they're like, "Oh, Dara's not gonna like the Love God," and I'm like, "She's definitely not." But maybe you will. Maybe you'll surprise me. Maybe be like, "Actually, this is a great episode." But
I think like when it comes to like that kind of stuff, I can acknowledge if it's a good episode, but I will just not like it.
yeah,
Like I know several times when like that like a love potion thing kind of came up, and I was kind of like, I acknowledge that this is a good episode, but personally I hate it.
all right. But we'll see though. So until next time, I'm Cailin Clothier.
I'm Dara Whitman.
Peace.
I've been waiting for a surprise party my whole life. Surprise! Too little, too late, Chew. One more treat.
That's terrifying.
It's me, the Raz Dazzler.
Hello, Blondin.
Blar blar.
There
Blah,
it
blah,
is.
blah.
It's